Before COVID, I was working on a 4-part documentary series called American Style for CNN, and I interviewed many wonderful people. Pat was one of them. It was the first time we had met, and she left the interview, and I turned to my crew, and I was like, somebody needs to make a documentary about this woman. And that was kind of the beginning of it, and then I started thinking, I should make a documentary, and went to approach her, and we worked it out, so here we are. I moved to New York in the mid-'80s, and I remember going to her store, and then of course I watched Sex and the City like everybody else, and Devil Wears Prada and all of her shows and her work, and so she means a lot to me. I've always seen something really unique in her style, the mixing and matching of the high-low and mixing patterns and things like that. So when I met her and she was as funny and smart as you see in the film, she just kind of lived up to any of my expectations, above my expectations. She's a great subject, super funny and super talented, and that's all you can really ask for in a documentary subject. I think fans can have a fun moment in the nostalgia of seeing some of her past work, but I think the most important thing that they get is watching Pat's process. That was the main thing that I wanted to show. I didn't want to just do interviews and archival footage. I wanted people to see how Pat works and get inside her head and be a fly on the wall. So you get to see her shopping and working with actors and working on TV shows and doing her life and working with her co-writer of her memoir and things that people don't normally see. You get and a fitting's really important. You get to see, instead of seeing the finished outfit, you get to see, well, how did they get there? Because her mind works in crazy ways, and it's like a beautiful thing to watch. I hope people really feel good after this film. I hope they walk out happy. I think it's not just Pat calls things happy clothes, which is where the title came from, but she also sort of lives her life, and I like happy around me. Like, she talks about how she would never want to do like a war movie. She only takes like romantic comedies and things like that. Happy is her thing, so I would love for people to leave the theater feeling really good. It is my first time here. It's my third film, but I've never played Tribeca before. And they've been wonderful. I mean, it's a great festival, and there have been amazing events where I got to meet a lot of other filmmakers, and it's been really fun. I was really hoping that we could have our world premiere at Tribeca because Pat is so New York, and the film is so New York, and it seemed like the right fit to me. And here we are, so I was glad about that.